Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? This video is going to be for all the older grapplers or anyone dealing with elbow tendonitis specifically. I have it on this side of my arm, and over here the ligaments are woefully tight from getting caught in an arm bar. Now, it wasn't ripped or anything like that, but my arm was just overloaded and it just compounded and it just exploded on me. It's also gone up into my tricep, but that is all going to be covered in this video now in what I am doing to fix my elbow once and for all. I've been training with this bloody thing for nearly 2 years now, and it is a proper curse, a proper scourge on any grappler that knows what I am talking about. So hopefully I'll be able to help someone out there with these exercises and what I am doing as my rehab, given to me by my physio. So I'm not a physio and I'm not a doctor, everyone. So take it with a pinch of salt. If you have issues similar to this, make sure to go and get yourself checked out before you do any of this sort of stuff. But this is what helps me. For my doctor called this lateral elbow tendonitis, and this side is, I don't know what it's called. I think it's one's golfers and one's golf and one's tennis. So just go and see your own specialist first before you do any of this sort of crack. But mine is the lateral elbow tendonitis. I don't know, there's a big long word, endocopulopolis, or I butchered the hell out of that, but you know what I mean. It's this side for me anyway. This side's the side that gives constant trouble. But anyway, I'm going to get into it now, everyone. I'm going to show you the stretches that I do personally to try and rehab the hell out of this thing and get me back without having to wear a brace. So first of all, everyone, I will do this stretch here, which is this one here. You will hold that for 30 seconds. I'm not going to hold it for 30 seconds because I'm just demonstrating it. And then you will switch the hand around and you'll hit the far side. When you're facing your hand upwards, it hits the side that I have issues with. When you hit it down like this, it's the far side of your elbow, but you will feel that yourself when you're performing the exercise. So up here, hits here, the outside, and you lean it down, it hits the inside of the elbow. Now, then you will move on to your prayer pose. Keeping your hands locked and bring them down, and you should feel a stretch and a good amount of strain in your forearms and into your wrist and into your hands. This is to release and strengthen your forearms to take the pressure off the tendons and the ligaments in your elbows. So just going to hold this for 30 seconds. Might look a bit silly, but again, it's going to help you in the long run. Then you're going to switch it upside down and you're going to bring it up, keeping your palms together. They are the two tendonitis specific exercises that I do. And then you're going to have this one here. This is for my tricep, the way the ligaments are gone up into the elbow. If your physio tells you that your tricep is affected as well. So I'm going to do this. Hold that for 30 seconds. I'll stick it behind my back and I'll pull it again and hold that for 30 seconds. Pardon the belly top, everyone, but anyway. Then there is another one. I am going to have to move this to show you this because I don't have a seat at the minute. So bear with me for 1 second. Now, everyone, the last exercise you're going to do is you have to have your arms straight out like this. You can do this while sitting on a chair and having your arm resting on the arm of a chair. And all you're going to do is, now I don't have a 1 or 2 pound weight to hand at the minute. So I'm just using this. This is a shower gel. Weighs about a pound, weighs something around there. So it doesn't really matter to me. So all you're going to do is you're going to lift your wrist. That's all you're going to do. You can keep doing that in an arm of a chair. This is working right here. You can feel it. You can actually see it going up and down. And then you're going to switch it like this. You're just going to do this. And that works the far side of your elbow. So everyone, they are the stretches and the exercises I personally do to try and rehab my elbow and try and recover from the elbow tendonitis. It is a long game. It's going to take me months to actually fully recover from this, and I have been warned by my physio not to expect a miracle. But she said if you do it right and you don't push it, it can come right. But also what you can do if you're a grappler like myself and you are severely hampered by tendonitis from every possible angle, you can switch from gi to no gi for the entirety of your recovery and your rehab. That would be my advice, and that's what I'm looking to hopefully incorporate in the next few weeks, next few months. At the minute, with my home life balance, I'll probably still have to do one gi class and possibly 1 or 2 no gis, however I can fit it. But I need to pare back on the gi, because the gi absolutely, it's the grips that really kill the tendonitis, everyone. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I have, and it is absolute torture at the end of a class when your arm is like on fire and you're driving home, 40 minutes driving home, and you're nearly deck gripping the steering wheel as you're locked in. But yes, you can switch to no-gi, and that would be my recommendation. That's actually one of my coach's recommendations. He's a black belt and he has suffered with elbow issues as well, and he had to do rehab, and he told me some of these exercises as well. But my physio, green lit, the ones I just showed you, with the dash, 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 and then the ones with the weight where you're doing this on the side of a couch or on the side of a flat surface on the table, whatever you want, and then doing this. That will strengthen the muscle and the ligament, and the stretches will just stretch out your muscles and ligaments. So you kind of have to hit it from both angles. You have to stretch them and you have to strengthen them at the same time. But also, everyone, I use this. It is a tubular bandage. You just whack it in the freezer for an hour or 2, and then it's ready to rock and roll. Just roll it up and use that multiple times a day, and it really helps take the sting out of the elbow and helps bring the inflammation down. You can also use some ibuprofen or whatever painkillers that will bring down inflammation, but you should use them cautiously. I don't use them unless I am in really bad shape. Then I will grab for ibuprofen or something, but I usually just grab for the ice and the heat. Now that bandage can go into a freezer and it can go into a microwave, so you have a what am I trying to say? It has a combo effect. So whatever you need, if you need heat treatment, that'll help you. If you need ice treatment, that'll help you. That was got in Lidl, everyone. I don't know if you can still get it over here in Ireland, but I know you can still get it on the Lidl website. But I'm sure you can get stuff like that on Amazon. But it does work a treat for anyone out there who's wondering if these tubular bandages for heat treatment and cold treatment help. They do help, trust me. I use this at least 3 times a day to help this rehab, and it is working for me. So everyone, I hope someone found some sort of help from this video. Again, make sure to refer to your doctor and your physio on any of the matters that I have just discussed. But if anyone found anything, please drop me a follow, comment if you have any questions about any of this or any of the stretches or anything like that, and subscribe if you found anything useful in this video. This channel is primarily for over 30s, grapplers and athletes and stuff like that. I cover my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu journey, I cover my weightlifting journey, I cover every aspect of trying to get into shape while being a grappler and being a family man and a father of 2 children, who is also working a 39-hour day or 39-hour week job. So I have plenty on my plate. I train twice a week, hoping to push it to 3, hoping to get competing as well. So this is just from an average everyday dad point of view sort of vlog content. So if anyone's interested in stuff like that, drop me a follow. It'd be greatly appreciated. This has been the Patchwork Grappler. Safe rolling out there and have fun. Bye bye.